What beside you? By the way, if you try to hold, have you ever picked up a spider before? Try to carry it yourself. It's kind of this one. No, 43% bigger. It's
In a greenhouse environment, doing that with LED, with no shading, no fans, no water cooling, right? So if you think about the LED fixtures that are in greenhouses today or products that are being marketed to them, what they look like, they're kind of small shoebox fixtures, because in a greenhouse, you don't want to shade any natural sun, so they want it to be as small as possible. Well, if you're putting in that much light, that much power into a small footprint, you need active cooling, right? Otherwise, the LED would burn itself up. You just couldn't get the flux to replace a 1,000 watt or HPS. So, I'm going to give you guys the first ones that I've ever seen this year. Meet Viper. Yes. So you're going to see them hanging in here. Viper in itself is, anybody have an iPhone? There's a phone right there. This phone, or the Viper, is 2.75 inches wide. It's meant to tuck up under the structural truss in a greenhouse. So again, minimizing or eliminating shade factor in a greenhouse. Doing that with no fans, no water exchange for cooling. So what we have is a patent pending form factor here. Randy can get into a little bit and talk about it, but this base heat sink that you see, they're actually carved out of the same block of aluminum. Well, it's a really innovative process, and we filed the IP on it because we sat there for a year trying to figure out how can we get this much flux out of a small form factor without fans or water cooling. And once we came up with this, the numbers have just been off the charts on efficiency. So nobody's been able to make the claim that we're going to make with this mixture. Yeah, let's do the big unveiling here. Here's Dr. T. All right, here's Viper. You can actually see the LEDs fluorescing under this light here, which is another spider ray. So 2.75 inches wide, 42 inches long. It's going to be available in two different configurations. One being what you're going to see here today. This is the smaller or the less powerful of the two versions. This is a 350 watt version at the wall, so you're consuming 350 watts. It automatically can flex between 120 and 277 input volts. And the big brother, which will be announced, it looks exactly the same. It's just got some different changes in it. It's going to be a 500 watt fixture, so
wow.
Roughly 50% more output than this one. So, and we'll deep dive into the spectral output here in a little bit, but not only excited about the form factor and everything this thing does, but the spectrum, what you're going to see in a little bit, it's just we're really excited about it.
Oh, bottom one first, right?
Yeah, bottom first.
Whoa!
Wow.
So we don't talk about color rendering index CRI because it's beneficial for the plants, but that's one of the claim to fame that the people that market LEC is that it has around 90 CRI. This is right there in the same link as well. So you can put, it's just a beautiful spectrum, and not only is it efficient, but your plants will look amazing under it. You don't need special sunglasses to inspect your plants. It's just an all-around beautiful spectrum.
Can we get those on the LVI approved list for Washington and California?
You should be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while we don't care about lumens for plants, it will have the lumen per watt efficiency that will let you get any rebate basically based on lumen per watt. Yeah. Okay, so here's what plants look like. So if you want to turn on, I'm going to show you PhysioSpect greenhouse in the top rack here. Seriously, don't
Yeah,
look
don't
directly
do
at
that.
it.
It's nice job placing the sunglasses.
So another beautiful spectrum here. So you can see the cooler colors coming through. This is the increased blue content. And
You can see the difference between the two there.
can you see it or not see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. So again, more red content in the bottom here, which is just meant to be a complete turnkey solution. The top one is, I mean, Darren, you're going with it head to head against both, and I think it's right there neck and neck with it.
Very similar, yeah.
Like you would get the nod to the
I think the warmer spectrum is still outperforming just slightly.
That's to say that you could use that and get great results.